What's up, everybody? Anthony here from the Meeple People, and we are here with Kyle from AEG, and we are talking about Scorpius Freighter. There is a lot going on this board, a lot of bits, a lot of tiles, a lot of a tableau for every player. Tell us a bit about the game.
So, Scorpius Freighter is a 2 to 4 player game. You're smuggler captain trying to keep the space government from keeping you down. So you're actually going to use their movements on the board to conceal your own. So everybody has a freighter, and that is their own little grid, followed by the board, which everybody operates on at the same time. So on your turn, you're going to commit a number of crew members that is going to move the galactic government ships around the board, and then you're going to use the action on that board hidden by their operations. So there's several different actions. You can upgrade your freighter and upgrade your storage area on this board. The middle section is operating and picking up cargo, and the right side is delivering deals and making contracts. So it generally flows from one side to the other. This side of the board will go a lot first, towards the mid-game and then late game. The mechanic to the end of the game is every time you pass one of these checkpoints, the government will audit one of your ship if you pass the checkpoint. Once it's been filled up, that ends the trigger of the game, and it'll finish that round and the game will be over.
So when Kyle says when your ship is filled up, he literally means filled up. So as you can see here, this just makes me so happy. You're able to carry 6 cubes. Obviously the cubes are going to represent different resources in the game, but man.
This is the government ship. And this is the government ship, and as they audit you, it gets filled up. This is the player board, and this represents everything that the player is doing. It's cargo holds and then equipment, and you buy both of those during upgrades on this side of the board. And then you also have a crew, which is the driving mechanic behind the game. So when your crew members are unassigned, that means they're pulled out, you can commit them on your turn. You can commit 1 or 2, and all you do to commit them is slide them in and hide the hands. So if you commit 2, you move one of the ships 2 spaces around the board, and then you carry out the action that ship landed on. But you do it at the amount of skill that you still have remaining showing under your board. So if you go and upgrade your freighter or get an equipment card, you can do it at the 2 or less or the 1 or less if you have 2 skills remaining. At the end of your turn, if you only have 1 or 0 skills remaining, you refresh your entire crew. You can also, on every board, there's an meet and informant stage, which is the guy with the sunglasses, the really shady guy, who allow you to upgrade your crew members. So on the front side of every crew member, there's a text and a cost. Once you pay that cost, which is discounted by the amount of skills that you have left, you can flip them over and use the ability on the other side, which is just a brightened up version of the one on the front.
Another thing that I noticed with this game, and obviously the ship is just ridiculous. You can get it in the shot right over here. When we talk about these little grooves holding the cubes, let's talk about what holds the tiles in this game. So
I have an empty board here. The board is inset, so you've got places that you can put everything in, and your tiles won't shift around while you're playing. The other benefit to this is dual-sided. So this is the front side. All of them are identical with the same type of cockpit in the middle. But you flip the board over, and you get a unique ship for every type with a different cockpit and a different arrangement. So these spaces cannot actually be used in the advanced version of this ship. And every board is different on that side. So every ship is asymmetrical on one side, symmetrical on the other. All the crews are asymmetrical. They all have different little pitches that they go for. You can also draft your crews. You can do all sorts of interesting things with the crews. So there's a lot of mechanics there.
The game, it seems, it's a heavy game, like for the most part.
It is. There's a lot to wrap around your first playthrough, but then as soon as you get your head wrapped around all the individual moving pieces, it starts just chucking along. There's also adjacency bonuses for where you put your tiles. So you want to put like holds next to each other, and you have to put special equipment next to another special equipment, or you can't draft it. It just goes back underneath.
Yeah, the game looks fantastic. It's obviously a lot of resource management, a lot of swindling since you're all smugglers.
Absolutely.
And I'm assuming this game, I'm not going to say it's going to end friendships, but you're probably going to not want to talk to your opponents at the end of the game.
I mean, it depends on how smugglish they are.
we're the meeple people. We have a tendency to screw over each other in every game we play. So I have a feeling that there might be a fist fight or two at the table when we get this. But how much is the game?
This one is $59.99.
So with all these components, the ships with the inserts, this with the inserts. And speaking of inserts, let me tell you, you thought you were excited about the baggies in Tiny Town? Look at this.
This tray has a spot for everything, including separate sections for your starting tiles.
I have one question.
Yes.
Why is there a lobster?
That is the Scorpius logo, and it's the first player marker.
That is fantastic. I thought it was a lobster. It's a scorpion.
No, it's a scorpion. I mean, it could be a space lobster.
Space lobster. I like it. Has a blue aura around it. It's nice. All right, and is this game available at retail stores now?
It is releasing this week.
So this week it's coming out.
Yeah.
All right, so perfect for the holiday season. Know someone that likes their resource management games, definitely pick this up for them.
Absolutely.
Kyle, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Very excited about this title. Definitely going to pick it up.